Test 1, 2. Okay, much better. Hey there, this is JJ from PianoDownloads.com coming at you with a video that needed to be reshot. This is Sounds That Stop Me from Buying Keyboards, the continuation. The last time I shot this video, or a video like this, was quite a few years ago. I think it was just about 7 years ago. And that video is probably my most watched video on my channel, period. So, I just wanted to let everybody know, that I haven't changed my position on how good I think software is as opposed to hardware. Now, mind you, you are listening to hardware. This is the S90ES's bright piano setting, and it is probably one of my best sounding pianos, hardware or software. Has good playability and character. Now, mind you, back in the day, they messed with ADSR, attack, decay, sustain, release, and they got a looped sample to be very playable. And that's something that's kind of like a less is more type scenario where, if you had a old school Nintendo, that's all you had to work with. And they made Mario Brothers a very successful game. But when I go back and I play the 8-bit sample set, geez, that's just amazing that they got such good music out of such a limited, and now we've got 3D immersive reality and, people are busting blood vessels on today's games, but as far as the hardware goes, it's rock solid. It's going to be right there. But as long as it's got a semiconductor inside it, it's going to be run by software. And when you get a computer and you decide to run software-based libraries, you are going to get some good results for less money. And that's just all there is to it. So let's go through some of these sounds that I use. Let me turn this down. So if you wanted, this is just an orchestra. This is Kontakt's orchestra, Kontakt from years ago. So let me play some orchestra stuff. Very nice, Now, if you had gotten strings like this 10 years ago, it would be like, man. But, this is software. Now, mind you, I'm not kidding you. Today's strings, montage strings, man, and that's going to be your dedicated hardware. But and mind you, the cool thing about hardware as opposed to software is most of the time your hardware patch is going to be mixed and ready to be plopped right down on your track. And my experience with software is you might have to do some tweaking, and it may not be what you want. But this right here, I could pull the effects out of this, or I can mess with this and throw this right on a track, and be just fine with that. So there's a string patch. Piano libraries. A lot of times, I played for you the piano library, I played for you the piano patch that is in that's in the S90ES. So that's that. Now let's mess with Synthagy's Ivory. Now before, let me take out the got a little chorus there. That's kind of player. Okay, that's enough of that. So I had them both going, so it kind of sounded like a chorus deal. So this is Synthagy's Ivory. Now my outlook on this piano was that it made your sound like a nightclub or what? No, that's not. That's not the case anymore. My playing has evolved some, not much, just some, and it a very realistic piano. And this piano is something that I would play if I would drop this inside of a track if I needed ultra realism. Now, there's other pianos like, keyscape. I hear keyscape, keyscape, keyscape. Gotta have keyscape, keyscape. Everybody's just got, a keyscape. You got $400. That's great. Get keyscape. You have $400 and half decent CPU to run it. You'll do fine with keyscape. And this is keyscape right here. It's very intimate. Right. It's very, very intimate. And it's one of those custom C7s, and it's cool. I use this if I need something intimate. Now, with piano libraries, they very much vary. It changes depending on what you're looking for. And you will nearly always have to do some type of tweaking. Between Ivory and Keyscape, they'll both give you good results, but it's apples and oranges. It just depends on what you're looking for. Now, another one that I've done a review on lately, I did a review on recently, is Ravenscroft piano, and that's what you're hearing right now. That's just... And very, if you go ahead and watch my review on Ravenscroft piano, $200 well spent on this software library. So if you need a piano library that's versatile and dynamic, that's another good one. Kontakt, I do a lot of work in Kontakt, and inside Kontakt, that orchestral library you heard was from Kontakt. And if I need sounds from, like, that was a cello ensemble, I think it was Vienna String Library Ensemble. But let's say I needed something like gee whiz, a choir. Let me see. Let's listen to some altos. It looks like they have vowels. So if you need a choir, there you go. Any sound that you need, you have it in software, and you can pull it up, get your Kontakt library. Now, if you buy keyboards, your keyboard is going to run you, like, if you want a montage, that's $4,000. If you want an RD2000, that's going to run you $2,500. Anything from Kurzweil, you're looking at in the thousands of dollars. Anything from Nord, you're going to pay quite a bit of a premium for. Those are in the $3,000 to $4,000 range, and which will give you good playability because everything's in there. The sounds are in there, and the sounds are in there and playable right out of the box without tweaking. So let's go ahead and look at. Let me see what else we can pull up. Let's see, vintage world instruments. I'm not sure. Band. Okay. Let's say we needed a nylon guitar. Now I like playing this. This is very, very cool. Let me set up the MIDI channel here. Let's mute that and That's very convincing. Now, mind you, I'm playing key guitar, so I'm really can't. I won't be fooling anybody. But as far as the that's pretty convincing. I have fun playing stuff like that. Maybe the rock guitars not so much. I got a next door neighbor that can play some shredding rock guitar, so I'll call him up and I'm like, come do some stuff. But as far as the sampled rock guitars, now the hardware stuff is pretty good. Like I said, minimal tweaking with that. But let's solo the rock guitar. Yeah, it's lacking effects. That's a little artificial. I would, it doesn't make me want to bust out any Jordan Rudess licks. I'm sorry, it just isn't there. But maybe there's some other libraries, that do a better job than this. This is Kontakt, and you can only switch certain libraries so far. Gosh, with that, another one that I use a lot is again, same as from years ago, and I don't know that there's been an update on this. Gospel Musicians, MK Sensation, still one of my favorite sample libraries inside of Kontakt. Period, for its utilitarian use, and it being just right. Oh no, not there. That was Neo Soul Keys. Hold on, my apologies. MK Sensation. There it is. So we're gonna get rid of. Although I love me some Neo. That's MK Sensation. Let me mute that. Neo Soul Suitcase. Good. That's not bad. I can mess around with that. I could have some fun with that. But let's go back. This is the piano. Let me see. Not MIDI channel 1. Let me see. No, and because I have it muted. There we go. No, still nothing. Because I don't have this. There we go. What is it about this artificial sounding piece of poo-poo piano that sounds so good? I have no idea. But the gospel community has really eaten this up. You mix it up with something. And the nice thing about this library, add some strings in there. And there's your instant worship setting. Put in some chorus and EP2 in there. And now mind you, with hardware, you're going to get tired of the sounds eventually anyway, and going to have to go in and do some tweaking. With software, the sound may be ready, it may not be, but you're going to have to do some tweaking. Sometimes it's better for you to tweak with the gear you've already have than to go out and buy the latest piece of stuff you have. So same S90ES, and the same software. My outlook hasn't changed. Hope you guys enjoy this video. And, software, hardware, apples and oranges. The best, my suggestion would be have a little of both. I run solid state drives, so I don't have to worry about my hard drives failing right away. You trust your sound to a spinning electromechanical mechanism, you're asking for it. But then again, I think the only way that you can really be fail safe is just to get an acoustic piano, because the power goes out, the music stops, but your piano, you're still plugging away. So go ahead and have fun with that. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. PianoDownloads.com. Hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and thank everybody for the support over the many years PianoDownloads.com has been around. Thank you very much.